Beautiful people, welcome back to another video. For those new here, my name is Pete. Some call me Pilot Pete. I'm a Boeing 767 airline pilot, and today we're in the New York City apartment. We were supposed to be off all week, supposed to work out, train for the marathon, hang out with family and friends, just enjoy myself, but a trip popped up that was just too good to be true. So I had to grab it. It was almost taunting me. It was like, Pete, this trip was literally built for you. I'm gonna be gone for less than 24 hours, but paid for almost 2.5 days of work. One flight, one leg as a pilot, no commutes, deadheads, both sides. So I'll show you why exactly it was too good not to take. So I've been all over the place for the month of March. I did a lot of manipulating with my schedule. My initial bid had a trip to Puerto Rico here. This also was my initial bid. This is the trip I kept, and a lot of you came along for the Costa Rica trip, so I appreciate you on that one. Then we got back to Memphis, dove right into this trip. It was a nice, easy 36-hour layover in Portland. The back-end deadhead got paid an extra day because the deadhead was on Sunday. I got home on Saturday. Then this trip, again, too easy. Front-end deadhead, JFK. Back-end deadhead, Newark. Gone for just one night, paid for 4. And then this is the trip we're currently on that we're going to be talking about today because, again, too easy not to fly it. Orange, double deadhead, so front-end deadhead to Newark and then back-end deadhead out of LAX. Look, 1, 2, 3. It's a 3-day footprint. It's really 2.5 days, but I'm only going to be gone for like 18 hours, if not even that many hours, and paid for the entirety of it. Also, heads up, PD Lay Flats is back in action. So let me dive into this trip and show you exactly the details behind it. So here's the trip in all its glory. As you can see, it starts with a deadhead from my base in Memphis, connecting through Chicago and getting to Newark tonight, just past midnight. I canceled that flight already. I canceled the hotel because, as you can probably see, if you've been following me for a while, I only live about 35 minutes, an hour and a half with traffic from this airport. So easy, no-brainer for me. I get paid the entire day, the 24th, starting at 6:15 Central Time. And then the actual flying starts tomorrow on Tuesday with one leg. Transcon, Newark to LAX. We depart at 5:15 local. It's a 4:15 p.m. showtime, so I'll take a company paid for Uber all the way to Newark. Once we land in LAX, the flying portion of the trip is over, and then they get us a hotel with a back-end deadhead back to our base, LAX through Dallas, Fort Worth to Memphis. Again, canceled that, and I'm gonna use this bank money, the $627, to get myself PD Lay Flats back to NYC. So that's the trip. I'm gonna get paid 14.5 hours of credit. The block is just under 6 because Newark to LAX going east to west. It's going to be headwinds, so it's going to be just under 6 hours. And like I said, 3-day footprint, but I'm barely gone. I'm going to fly. I haven't decided on this part yet. Obviously, by the time this comes out, it'll be too late for you guys to tell me what to do. I wish I could have your advice, but maybe I'll put it on my Instagram story. Anyway, I'm going to be operating, like I said, 5 p.m. to LAX. I get in at 8 local, 9, 10, 11 body clock. I'm gonna be tired. I have 2 options. 1, an hour later or 2 hours later, there's multiple flights back east. I can take the red eye, PD Lay Flats, first class, back to Newark or back to JFK, depending on what airline I wanna lay flat on, or I can go to the company provided hotel, get a good night's rest, and then the first flight out the next morning back to New York. The problem with that option, because that's the one I want to do. That's the smart one to do. The problem with that option is when I land back in New York, it's like 4 or 5 o'clock p.m. So I would be gone 24 hours if I did that route, which is fine. It's more so the entire day is just kind of gone, right? I'm gonna get home at 5. I'll get a quick workout in. But if I get home at like 5 a.m., I can get a couple hours of sleep from the plane, a couple hours of sleep back in my apartment, hopefully, and then get the ball rolling. So what I did is I booked 2 flights. So they're fully refundable flights. Our company allows us to do this. I have a red-eye flight booked for that night, and then I have a early morning flight for the following day booked as well. Both PD Lay Flats. Actually both are to Newark. I'm trying to build my status on the Newark home-based airline there. And yeah, so that's going to be the kind of the decision to make. I'll make it kind of last minute. If there's any delays or anything for us leaving Newark, we get to LAX even later. Easy decision, just go to the hotel. But yeah, that's the perks. Some housekeeping. Pete, who pays for all that stuff? The company does. So the deadheads, they're required per our contract to get us airline tickets from our base to where they want us to start the trip. Again, my base is Memphis. I live here in New York City, so I just happen to get lucky to be able to pick up this trip. Are there deadheads to other cities? Of course. Is this a perfect trip for me? 100%. Would it be a perfect trip for someone that lives in Florida, or maybe they live in Europe? Maybe not. Or maybe they live in Seattle, Washington, because I don't want a deadhead all the way here. Yeah, that could be a possibility. The fact that it's back end and front end deadheads though is huge, especially for me as a commuter, because one deadhead is completely gone. Like I said, I'm already here in Newark. The second one is, yeah, it's a transcon back, but I'm going to be getting paid as if I'm flying. I'm going to be sleeping if I take the red eye the entire time. If it's during the day, I'll be editing YouTube footage and making reels and getting work done. And again, eating first class meals and laying down. So not too shabby in my opinion. So that's the flight. This is what you have to look forward to as your seniority builds at the airline. I don't have the seniority to hold this trip, but someone dropped it, got sick, something happened that they dropped this pairing into the open bank, first come, first serve. I saw it a couple of days ago and I was like, I was supposed to take this week off, but how can you blame me, folks? You gotta pick up a beauty like this. So raining in New York currently. Like I said, the trip starts in a couple hours. I don't have to do anything till tomorrow. So we're gonna need a workout in here. My knee's kind of hurting. We're training for the Chicago Marathon, but the knee is hurting after the first couple of runs. So we're gonna just do the bike today, get the cardio in, get the heart rate elevated, hit a little bit of weights, come back and yeah, enjoy our day around New York City. Come along as always if you'd like. Let's have a good week, folks. All right, first stop on the agenda today is the gym. As you already know, folks, it's non-negotiable. We did 45 minutes on the bike. Like I said, the knee is just, it's not feeling great. That's okay. We'll just do it nice and slow rehab, get the heart rate up, and then we'll get back to running probably next week. Now I'm doing a little bit of chest at my favorite place in New York. I think I spend more time in Equinox than I do definitely at my girlfriend's place. And she'll see this and she'll laugh because I rarely go to Brooklyn, but that's okay. It's a good place to be, healthy, and after this, gonna go back, work on some of my website stuff. Pilot Pete Fly community is launching by the end of March. You can book it. Dinner is served in Casa de Pilot Pete. This year, particularly, we're really trying to hone in on our health, what we put in our bodies, just kind of be our best version of ourselves, and that I think really includes what you put on your body, what you put in your body, and all that good stuff. So we're cooking flank steak, whole foods only, sweet potatoes, poppy, maybe not the best, but definitely not the worst. The girlfriend left that, so a little treat for me tonight. And then we're cooking stainless steel and cast iron are the name of the game. So I recently went through this transition. Probably, I mean, it's been a work in progress for sure. Oh, by the way, that's the finished product. Medium rare, no other way to do it. Sweet potatoes, delicioso. But I've been trying to, again, optimize my health. And the more research I do, the more I read, the more I watch. You know, the stuff that's out there in the grocery store that we consume, that we have been consuming for years, can be pretty awful. And this is not to say you should change your diet. I'm not a doctor, obviously. I just try to live the healthiest life possible, and all the chemicals and everything I feel like causes so many problems mentally, physically. So that's what we're doing from now on. It can be tough definitely on the road, but I get asked this question all the time. How do you stay healthy on the road? I've answered it in obviously a bunch of videos, but going to places like Kava and Sweet Green and Whole Foods Market and trying to get the outside aisles and eating in their hot bar and sticking to like the healthier options. So it's definitely doable. Hard, yes. Doable, absolutely. And then just working hard, whether it's running, stretching, yoga, lifting, whatever it kind of is your specialty or things that you enjoy doing to kind of allow yourself to maybe not eat the healthiest all the time, but you're able to kind of have those cheat days if you're always moving your body. So dinner time, we're working on the website, some YouTubes, busy day, and then luckily I have almost pretty much like a half day here tomorrow before I have to head to the airport. I'll probably showtime's 4:15, I think it was. So I'll probably end up leaving here at like 3:15 or something like that. So overall, not too shabby. Good morning, 9:09 a.m. New York City. I love this trip. We're waking up in our own apartment. Very productive yesterday. On the clock, officially getting paid. Got to cook myself a home cooked breakfast, 4 eggs, some turkey bacon, and a bagel. And then after I put this down, we're meeting my buddy at the gym at Equinox at 9:30. It's a leg day. Got a workout in, come home cooked meal for lunch, shower, get ready, work on a few things, pack up. I don't even know if I'm gonna bring a suitcase. I might just be a backpack trip for me. Stay tuned for that, and then we will cook our dinner. It will be too early to eat it, obviously, but we're gonna bring dinner with us, stay healthy, save some money. We love it. We love a double deadhead, especially in and out of Newark. So thank you for that. Let's go have ourselves a day. All right, we made it to the gym. We're getting our non-negotiable in with my buddy Paul. Paul, you want to tell the folks what we're running through today?
We're running through the leg inferno high rocks challenge.
Yes, it is brutal.
Ready to test the big belly out
Yeah,
high rocks.
we're trying to get the giraffe legs to grow. So
Giraffe legs or chicken legs?
probably a little bit of both. I like the giraffe because it means he's taller. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got makeup.
I got a couple of inches on the big guy. So running through that, and then right before our flight, you got to get it in, baby. Either way, no matter what, non-negotiable. All right, so getting ready to head to the airport. We're making some dinner. We're doing some turkey meat with some siete taco seasoning. So add in the water, mix it all around. So you're looking for a little hack on how to be a little bit healthier. You can use ground beef, but ground turkey will be a little bit more on the healthy side. Get some taco seasoning. This one's really good ingredients, a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it for your health, in my opinion. Pound of ground beef. This will be like a meal and a half a meal for me. I'll mix this with some veggies. We'll put it in some Tupperware. And then tonight, while I'm flying cross country transcon, I don't have to worry about getting hungry, eating the crappy crew meals, whatever they're gonna end up giving us. This will be a nice change of pace. Like I said, eating on the road, I do my best, but when I have the ability to cook my own meals, you better believe it, I'm doing it every single time. Gotta head to the airport here in about 30 minutes or so. It's currently 2:40 p.m. local, but thank you. I just got a order for an airport chart. If you don't know, I make these. You can find them on my website, pilotpetefly.com. The description's always linked below, but I got about 3 orders for today, and 2 got printed and framed, and then 1 is just a PDF, which are super easy to ship because I'm not actually shipping them. I just email them to the customer. So thank you to those. Like I said, Albuquerque, you'll be on your way here by the end of the week. All right, we're all packed up. We got a little backpack and a bag of food, so we're all set. Just ordered the Uber to head to Newark, company paid for, thanks to my travel bank. But I wish I could have this out right now so I could get your answer by the time I land. So if you're not following me on Instagram, this is your sign to, because I just posted it on my Instagram story. I have 2 options when I get to LAX. 45 minutes later, there's a flight back to Newark. I'll be PD Lay Flats, Polaris, Red Eye. Not the best probably for sleep, but gets me home around like 7 a.m. local tomorrow. So I'd literally be gone for like 12 hours. Or company provided paid for hotel in LAX. The problem is I spend the night, the first flight out is 7 with the time difference. I don't get back to my apartment until like 4, even maybe closer to 5 p.m. local time. The whole day is kind of gone. So it's like that, good problem to have, first class getting paid to come home, but I'm trying to figure out, do I prioritize sleep in LAX or do I prioritize coming back and having the full day? They're lay flats either way, so I think I might have to go with whatever Instagram and the fellow people decide to vote on, because I'm honestly torn. I feel like either one I do, I'm gonna be mad. I wish I'd be sleeping in a bed, or when I wake up the next day, I'm gonna be wishing I was back in New York. So I guess we'll figure it out once we land in LAX. Time to head to the Uber. Good old New York City traffic. Left my apartment at like 3:20. It's 3:55. We're just getting out of the tunnel now. Oy vey, my whole get there early plan. Gave myself like 50 minutes, but still probably gonna be right on time. That's okay. Got our food packed, we're ready to go. And I'm still trying to decide on whether or not do I stay in LA or do I just jet back home. Probably, honestly, I'm leaning towards just getting home. I think I'm just gonna see how I feel once I do land. That'll kind of make or break the decision. But texted the captain. He's doesn't live local, so he flew in last night, and he's gonna meet me at the airport. And Newark, the way it works at our facility, it's a long walk from security up to like the flight ops planning room. So 99% of the time, I just ask the captain, hey, meet you in the plane. They're usually always cool with that. It saves me a long walk. It's a nice day out, so we'll just head out to the airplane that way. But I just realized, since I don't have my suitcase, my safety vest is back in my apartment. So whoopsies on that. Hopefully the captain has one, so I don't get knocked for not having that. Whoopsies. So the company sends us the flight plan about an hour prior to departure, so automatically syncs to Jeppesen, which is nice for our chart. So here's our route. We're gonna be departing a little to the north, take advantage, or I should say try to avoid some of that headwind that we're gonna be facing, since it's about a 6-hour flight, going north around some weather, and then down through the Denver area into LAX. It's almost 99% of the time going to be the Hollywood arrival, but I can look and see which runway we're departing out of Newark right now by looking at the ATIS. And right now the departure, it says runway 4 left, 4 right out of service, departing 22 right from intersection Whiskey. So if I go to the taxi diagram here, we're going to be parked at gate 5 today. So nice little parking spot for your boy. He'll be just walking over there once he goes through security. Already texted the captain. He said no problem, I'll see you at the airplane. And depending on what ramp wants us to do, either tail north or tail south, we'll go out this way, taxi Alpha or Bravo down to 22 right at intersection Whiskey. And then it's always the Newark 5 departure. So Liberty 5, select that. And oh, did I say that wrong? Is there a Newark? Yeah, sorry, not Liberty 5. The Newark 5 off of the 22s. Select that. It's a pretty busy chart, but it's pretty simple. Off of 22 right. The text's climb left turn, heading 190 to the 2.3 DME. Then right turn 220, maintain 2500. So a quick level off. The only little gotcha is these notes down here. Since I fly to Newark all the time, I'm always reminding the captains that, hey, our first fix on the flight plan, which in this case is coat. You find coat down here, and they can give you, see it says right here, expect radar vectors to SAX VOR. So that's the Sparta VOR. So you always want to make sure it won't be up on the flight plan that you have Sparta SAX dialed in. So I can show you guys Sparta here on the chart, SAX, there it is. So I know it all sounds confusing. Sony, if you're watching this, you probably are already sleeping, but that's kind of how the pilots are determining where we're going on departure. And we're climbing up to 36,000 feet initially on our way to LAX. Gotta love NYC. Hour and 33 minutes to get here, so a little bit late. Luckily the captain was nice enough, he just texted me. I kept him up to date with what was going on, but he took care of the pre-flight for me, so don't have to walk around the jet since I'm a little bit late. What are you gonna do though? Traffic is traffic. I gave myself an hour, it took an hour and 30, so should be like a 25-minute, 30-minute ride at most. Ridiculous, but anyway, yeah, so he'll probably fly the jet. We didn't talk about who's gonna be pilot flying or monitoring, and then 6 hours over to LAX and on our way. Just landed LAX, long flight with the headwinds, currently in an Uber, rushing to the airport to try to catch the PD lay flats right back to where it all started in Newark. So I'll literally be in the air for 12 hours today, but paid for those 3 days. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we make this flight. It's currently 8:24 p.m. Flight departs at 9, so fingers crossed. I got my uniform on still, so I should be able to get through security no problem and catch this flight. But yeah, long flight. Dispatch did us no favor, slowed us down, added 16 minutes in route. We had 100 knots headwind, slowed us to like 0.77 Mach for fuel savings. And then ATC coming to LA was busy, so they were turning us off the arrival, slowing us down. And the whole time I'm thinking, oh boy, probably not going to make it, but we'll see. It all depends on if they close that boarding door 20 or 15 minutes early. I'll be SOL. If they don't, then we have a chance. So fingers crossed. Let's go see if we make this flight. Well, folks, he's gonna make it from Airplane Park to Terminal 7 through security. 22 minutes, record breaking. Man, I'm exhausted. I think I'm adrenaline filled, so probably won't pass out right away. But PD lay flats, next stop, right back to Newark. This is definitely the first time I've ever done anything like this. I will literally, just thinking about it in my head, 6-hour flight, maybe 35 minutes on the ground, and then 6 hours right back. But like I said, just want to get home, got stuff to do. If it wasn't a lay flat, I definitely wouldn't be doing it. And yeah, we'll see if I regret this when we land in Newark in a couple hours. Probably will, but damn if you do, damn if you don't. All right, we made it. PD lay flats is about to commence. Wow, what a long journey this will be. 10L, hopefully getting some sleep. Long day, but it'll all be worth it when we get home tomorrow. Or I guess tonight, tomorrow. Brush my teeth, got my nose strip ready to go on, and we'll just try to do our nightly routine. Hopefully get some Z's on the way to New York. Back to where it all started, Newark. I don't even know what time it is. I think it's like 5 a.m. or something like that. Slept pretty much the whole flight minus a few wake ups here and there, but right now I feel pretty good. Right now I'm not regretting the decision. I still have to get in an Uber and get back to my apartment, see how long that will take. But I think we might be, we might have made the right decision. I brushed my teeth before the flight took off, got my nose strip on, as you could tell, eye mask, no food, put on my little first class screen there. Do not bother me for any meals. So I think we made the right decision. Back in Newark, let's go home. We made it back to NYC, 5:30 a.m. local time. Ended up leaving my apartment, we'll call it 3:30 p.m. yesterday. So quick math, 14 hours I was gone. So not too shabby. I got paid just over 14 hours. So I got paid every hour I was out my door. So that to me is a winning trip. Do I regret taking the red eye? As of now, of course not. I am glad I took the red eye. I am happy to be home. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I just pray the NYC construction and traffic out my window, which can sometimes be deafening, isn't that way for the next like 6 or 7 hours so I can get some sleep. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll debrief the flight when I wake up. Bedtime. Good morning, beautiful people, or should I say, good afternoon, 12 o'clock. We slept in. We're feeling good. I'm actually not regretting my decision, shocked by that. I really thought I was going to, but we came home, we passed out, solid like 3 hours in bed, probably a solid 2.5, 3 hours on the plane. So overall, not too bad. As far as wasting the day away, yeah, I didn't really do much when I woke up, had some breakfast, just finished my stretching, and I haven't been outside, it feels like, for 24 hours since we took off out of Newark. So came up to my rooftop, NYC, getting some vitamin D. It's a little chilly out. We're about to break that barrier into spring. You can tell everyone's getting excited, but then as soon as it gets warm, it gets cold again. But the sunlight, feeling good, drinking my smoothie. Got to jump on a few meetings today to finish up my website design for Pilot Pete Fly, and then meeting with a investor for a different company that wants to talk some business. So busy, gonna get my run in, non-negotiable, 5 miles later on, but I figure it's gonna get cold. The sun will probably be covered by then, so let me get my vitamin D now. So while I finish my smoothie, get my vitamin D, I figured I'll answer a few of the top questions I've gotten the last couple of days. First, I get this one a lot, so excuse me if you've heard it before, but Pete, how do you stay motivated with your workout, training, flying, content, all the above, positivity? Folks, it's not motivation. A lot of the times, like today, I am not motivated to go run. 5 miles honestly sounds miserable, but you already know it's non-negotiable. It's a tagline, it's a saying, it's for fun, but it also is like a lifestyle. It's something that I honestly live by. I preach, so if I'm gonna preach it, I better frickin' be practicing it. I don't wanna do anything today, but I know moving my body is just gonna make me feel better mentally, physically, spiritually, so I'm definitely gonna get it done. So I try to tell people, don't think about today, think about kind of stacking those days into the months, weeks, months, and years, and then you'll see a significant change in whatever you're trying to accomplish. The next one, specifically flight training related. A lot of up and coming pilots, obviously every day someone's learning to fly. Hey Pete, I'm just starting out. What do you recommend? Should I do this? Should I do that? I have a lot of tips, tricks, things I wish I knew before I got started in this, things that would save me time. Saving time ultimately saves you money when you're getting charged per the minute in flight training. That's why I started Pilot Pete Fly community, because I really believe there's a lot of people out there that just want straight answers. Someone who's been there, done it, I want to be able to provide that feedback. So yeah, I'll get back to your DMs, as you all know, but I only have so much bandwidth and time and availability to do that. So making this community, we're gonna be doing probably monthly, but potentially bi-weekly Zoom calls where you're gonna get to interact with me personally, and I'll answer all your questions. Obviously, a lot of people are gonna have a lot of the same questions, so jump in there and get more information. Again, all the description will be in the link, or all the how do I say this properly? All of the information will be down in the description below if you want to join that community. Forgive me again, lack of sleep a little bit, as you could tell. The next one I got was running related. So if you may or may not know, as the sirens are blowing by my apartment building, I'm training for the New York City and Chicago Marathon this year. Chicago, the goal is sub 3:30. New York City, the goal is just to have the same amount of fun I had last year, run it with my girlfriend and just have an ultimate day, because it's one of the best days in the world in my opinion. But I hired a coach this year, so if you do have questions about that or want some recommendations on virtual coaches, in-person coaches, I know a bunch, being in the running community a little bit now for a while, and being in New York City where there's so many people. My coach is actually in Austin, Texas though, so yeah, training for that, it's been a struggle, but we're just getting started, and we're just gonna keep stacking those days, like I said. And the last one I have as I finish my smoothie is actually a question from me to you guys. First off, if you made this long through the video, I appreciate it. I'm a little scatterbrained from the lack of sleep, even though I just said I got plenty of sleep. I digress. My question is, I've done 1 or 2 long format videos on this subject before, a bunch of short form content about aviation accidents, incidences, kind of breaking them down using my knowledge and my profession and what I know to kind of help people, whether they're up and coming aviators or just like my girlfriend, for example, my parents who aren't flying. They just love to know, hey, how did this happen? What caused this? What could have gone wrong? What could they have done better? All that kind of stuff. I've been tinkering with it. I haven't really dove in fully to do aircraft accidents and incidences, but yeah, let me know below if you have any interest in that, because I think to push me over the starting line, sometimes you need that little bit of boost and confidence, and you guys have definitely provided that to me to continue making these vlogs. So maybe to help me over the edge to make more content. Like I said, I want to bring you in 2025. So comment below yes to more videos. The word yes will suffice. I'll know what it means, because I don't think I asked any other questions on this vlog. But anyway, that's a wrap. I had to jump down to my meetings. I got enough vitamin D, had my nice little protein smoothie before our run. As always, if you have any comments or questions, they want to reach out to me personally, pilotpete.fly on Instagram. I get back to all of them. Just make sure you follow me first so I can actually see the message. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. Crazy 14 hours, whatever it was, I was away from home. Great little trip though, 3-day footprint, gone for 14 hours like I said, and paid for like 15 hours of credit to operate one leg and then sleep on the way home, so not too bad. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would mean the world to me. And as always, be safe, fly safe, and I'll see you on the next one.